Hey folks, this is Ardwulf and welcome to another episode of Ardwulf Presents. This time we are coming to you from the beta weekend of The Secret World. And I'm going to show you a little bit of character creation and hopefully the better part of the tutorial gameplay. We'll see how far we get in about an hour. We have three factions in this game. The Illuminati, the Templars, and the Dragon. And the Templars are the only one that are available through for the purposes of this demo. Here we go to character creation. As you can see, the default female character looks fairly trampy, so we're going to go with a male character, and we can click on these buttons over here to make selections regarding how our character looks. There will supposedly be more of these options available once the game launches, but I don't know what the details are on that yet. That's a nice big hook nose. We'll go over here. We're not going to waste a ton of time on this. There's a certain amount of... boy, those are bad looking. Certain amount of... you can actually select these drop downs too to get... to different configurations. So let's play with his hair, because I'm not a huge fan of that hair. Let's see what we have. I guess that'll have to do. Perfectly happy with those sunglasses, I suppose. You can choose outerwear. Well, this is like his chest wear, and then you have an opportunity to choose the jacket later. Can rotate, of course. Oh, look at something. He's going bowling after this. Go with that one. The back slot will actually change the so our way to zoom out. Not that I can see, but if we close that, we zoom out. Wow, he's wearing deep water waders. Awesome. Excellent. I have just returned from a trip to Mexico. I guess we'll go with that. We gotta change those pants, though. Those pants are something else. Oh, I thought those pants were something else. I guess we'll go with that. Check out the shoes. This will go with what appears to look like combat boots. We do have some real dorky looking cowboy boots in here as well. So you can pick a first name, which we'll say is James. A last name, which is McAvoy. And we pick a nickname, which is the actual name you're going to get known by in the game. We'll pick Head Splitter, James Head Splitter McAvoy. And now we go to a load screen. I did play a little bit of this before making this video on another character. The initial tutorial / loading / early game experience is very heavy with cutscenes and stuff like that.
Terrorist attack on the headquarters of the multinational Ardwulf group. It's been over a week since the first reports of widespread destruction in this now abandoned commercial district of Tokyo. We join our Asian correspondents to ask, just what is the Japanese government hiding, and why?
Oops, I ate a bug. Huh, what? I ate a bug. Fuck. And now I set my shit on fire. Oh no. We got a couple of these, so be patient. And as you can see, he has remembered to put his clothes on now, and he is becoming practiced with some magical ability that we will have no ability to use when the game starts. And here's our last bit of intro.
Good afternoon. Are you... From the look of things, I guess that question is moot. Bee problem? There's a lot of that going around. I represent an organization headquartered in London, a very large organization with branches across the globe and connections in every government, although we see ourselves as a silent partner. We pull strings, big strings, prime ministers, presidents, kings. Dark days are coming. The world is in turmoil and we're recruiting soldiers.
No, she doesn't have creepy eyes at all.
Crusaders. And we offer good terms, a fresh start, a network unlike any other, unlimited resources, a fantastic medical plan, and a way to harness and use your incredible powers. It may be a big transition, but look at it this way. This is a unique opportunity.
As far as I've seen so far, by the way, your protagonist is completely silent in all of these cutscenes. Now, unlike Age of Conan, where you do get to pick some dialogue, your character's not actually voice acted, but you at least get to pick the dialogue, and the NPC that you're talking to reacts to that. I haven't seen in the Secret World yet the ability to select any dialogue, despite the fact that it's probably more cutscene heavy, if anything, than Age of Conan is. That may only be in the very early game, though.
And not everyone is as accommodating as we are. On your own, you'll be easy prey. You might not last a week. This will get you where you need to go. There are instructions inside. Use it or don't use it, it's your prerogative. You won't see me again. I trust you'll make the right decision. By the way, our organization is called the Templars. You may have heard of us. We've been around a while. Good day.
Now, another piece of scuttlebutt is that this entire opening sequence has been created specifically for the purposes of the beta, and that what you get when the game launches will not necessarily be the same. Another fine load screen and some concept art, which the concept art I've seen so far has actually been quite good. And I would call the load times on the loading screens a little long, but not necessarily hideously so.
Sorry, can't let you through without authorization. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's not.
All right, lads, D.I. Shelley, they're with me. Do us both a favour and don't go flashing that letter around out here. The boys on the cordons haven't been briefed. As far as they're concerned, this is all just heightened awareness after the terrorist attack in Tokyo. But I don't deal with the bureaucracy. I deal with the truth. About the secret London. About the Templars. I'd say, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. But you have no idea. Even I only get as involved as I have to, for the sake of us little people. You've seen it on the news. The Tokyo incident. That's what happens when your new crowd lets things get out of hand. Not here. Not on my watch. That's the deal. That's always been the deal. You'll be safe inside, Ardwulf. Go see one of the prophets prophesying up the road by the tube station. They'll fill you in on the kind of crazy you've got ahead of you. Best be prepared. My sincerest condolences.
So now we get to actually control our character a little bit, and the movement controls are pretty conventional. Now you will see up here, that's our target. Here's our current quest goal, and you can only track one quest like this at a time, but that'll tell us exactly where we're supposed to go. That would be the waypoint marker we're talking about. And who are these people? Morning Light Recruiter. Morning Light Recruiter. I don't know if these people have anything to say to me or not. Looks like they don't. You can tell the PCs because they're the ones wearing the same 6 outfits. So here is the tube station. You can also see there's a little blue X up here that tells us exactly where our destination is. And here's the prophet. And his cutscene. They do make an excellent. They do an excellent job demonstrating how the prophet here is, in fact, crazy.
His word for it. This is a warning from the sun. It says it's old and tired and scared of death. It says you've lived as young gods for too long. Spoiled children who only need to wish for something and it'll come true. Well, those days are gone now and won't be here again.
Not the greatest voice acting I've ever heard either, but by no means the worst.
I'll show you how it all goes down through the medium of unreliable narration. A vision of the future. This could be your lucky day. Tomorrow and all the ones after, not so much. It's a hot, wet day. You ever notice how the apocalypse always comes on a wet day? There's the smell of warm air and stale piss. The atmosphere is electric. I mean, actually electric. Sparking off the tracks, lifting and snapping your hair.
Yeah, I'm getting a migraine too, buddy.
You don't hear. You itch. The black signal sounds.
The story was so bad that I passed out. Release date of this title is sometime in June, and I'm not sure what's up with this, where you keep fading in and out from this chick. I don't know what's up with that. If that's a bug, or if it's supposed to be like that and just be weird, or what.
They're saying a bomb. It's never just a bomb. Something worse. Something that brought the filth with it. So we fight. That's what us Templars do.
I enjoy a good fight. It's just these trousers are bloody velvet.
Sarah! Thank Gaia!
Yes, they're hippies.
Are you okay? How are you feeling?
So you get to go and right-click on her. Actually, I left-click on the little icon here, and I can accept this. And I'll get this tier 1 of 2, which basically means part 1 of 2 of the quest. And I'll pick up the shotgun here.
He's down there somewhere. Sarah, get your gun.
And I'll get some abilities that pop up here. We have pump action, which is like our basic ranged attack. And we have powder burn, which is an AoE. And you have these resources that you build up by consecutive attacks. I'm not really sure how that works, to be honest. Oh, and there's like some tentacles and stuff back here. There doesn't appear to be anything like an auto attack.
Nice shooting.
Powder burn, is that an AoE or is that a knockback? Looks like a knockback.
How many have they got in there?
It's gone viral so fast. If this gets out into Tokyo, it doesn't. We stop it here, whatever it takes.
Shouldn't we consult the Council of Venice first?
Tab targeting appears to be just a little bit flaky. Which is not really something unique to the Secret World, frankly.
Thanks for the encouragement, Alex.
Let's do this. Take it like all the other occult disasters, right?
We really have to stop meeting like this.
So let's follow our quest objective here. And look at that. Blown right off the elevator.
It's reacting to us, like it knows we're coming.
It's a cancer. Cancer doesn't know you're coming, it just is.
Again, following our objective marker. And we're down here at what appears to be a dead end. We can open this gate. I want to travel to London. We'll skip the Tokyo flashback. Oh, we don't want to do that. We actually want to finish playing through this. Jumping animation is ass on toast.
Incoming! Nice one.
And I unlocked a third ability somewhere there. Kind of like that third ability. We'll take a look at those abilities in a minute here. So this would be the team.
Don't hold back, right?
I was pacing myself.
New ability is a consumer. You know, builder abilities, which gives you resources, and consumer, which use them up. So that'd be this guy. Consumes all shotgun resources. Single target attack that deals 365 physical damage. This guy doesn't do anything. This just is a cone, AoE, and a snare. This is the knockback. And this one is just a cone AoE attack. Well, he looks kind of mad. He looks pretty mean, and he knocked me back pretty hard, but he's not doing a ton of damage either. Kill the lumbering thing.
Cavalry has arrived. Even where the filth corrupts, sky is...
And now we have unlocked a healing ability here.
Take it into yourself.
What looks like a healing ability anyway.
Bring this broken body mended.
We'll use this ability to heal this guy.
Over here.
Even Gaia will be tested by what is to come.
Making a stand?
Now, just a moment ago it says, move on alone, and now they're caught up to me again. And I didn't really move anywhere after it told me to move on alone.
Now is not the time for argument.
Told you he would say that.
I do think I recognize some of the voice actors in here from Age of Conan.
Well done.
There's a lot of enemies here. I got it running on medium settings right now. Doesn't look tremendous, but I'm guessing that black cloud is something bad.
The gate's opening.
So we've completed
I think that's
that.
bad news. Yep, bad news.
It's running pretty well, I'd say. I've seen some graphical glitches.
This is all to hold us back. Top marks for effort. Someone has to push through. This confusion may be all the time we have.
Someone? Go! Go!
It's a bit chaotic. Not a lot of range on any of these abilities, though.
Go! Go now!
So now we go through the gate, and that's up here, I guess. Ah, and we've been knocked down by the collapsing whatever that was. This is kind of cool, actually. We're obviously out in some alien dimension. And now we're flitting back and forth between me and this random girl. I think the idea is that this is supposed to be a flashback to the experience of this girl. And that the fact that the avatar keeps changing from one to the other is actually intentional. Not terribly crystal clear from the narrative, though. And here we are at another load screen. I think this is the same piece of concept art that we saw before. Eventually we get to London, which is the headquarters of the Templars.
Like you've just seen the end of the cosmos, mate.
It certainly sounds like this is the place.
I know the feeling. We're on the edge of it, and it's time to play your part, scene. Me and you, we're blood now, yeah? Templars for the win and that. Never mind. Looks like you've got some training to do before you're ready for your first kill. You want to do what your letter says. Go speak with Sonak at the Templars gaff. It's not far, you can't miss it. Honest, it's unmissable.
Okay, and now we have to go find the trainer. Ah, okay, I see. So this crazy guy actually kicked off the flashback. And now we have to go to the Red Cross Circus, which is apparently down this way. I'll show you the map, since that just came up. I really kind of like this map, actually. It's not a huge area here. And I don't know if this is if there are more parts of this that you unlock at some point, but it's a cool looking map. Apparently that was some kind of waypoint. And here's some guys in like the official Templar outfits, which is a little dorky looking, I think. Pretty good art design, I think. It does kind of look London-ish. Never personally been to London, so what do I know? But hey, I've seen it on TV. I don't know what this is. Okay, what did that do? Lore. I see, that unlocked a new lore item for me. I also unlocked an achievement. Looks like I'm in the middle of exploring London here. And here's our one Templar item, and this means looks like I'm still in the tutorial technically. Looks like I have at least some ability to wander around here, though. But I have no. You'll see that my ability bar disappeared, so not having any abilities in wandering around would probably be stupid.
Come in. Come in. I'm very pleased you come.
Ah, excellent. By hitting escape, I can shit-can the cinematic and just progress.
Chop, chop.
Where do you think you're going?
Let's go in here. This is the area where the trainers are, I think. Like a musty old bar or gentleman's club, one or the other.
Christ almighty, we've got our work cut out for us. The Crucible is my house, and in my house, my word is law. Forget your mother's teat. From now on, this is your home. This is where you learn to stay alive. You've come here an empty slate. You have potential, that's why you were recruited, but that potential needs strict guidance. You're a loaded weapon, and if you don't learn to control yourself and channel your powers, you'll end up hurting yourself or others. You have the ability to manifest anima. Your life.
Okay, I've had enough. So I can choose a weapon, and as you can see, these things on the floor are the different weapons. Assault rifle, pistol, shotgun, knuckle spikes, hammer, and blade. And down here we have the three magic-y ones, which are blood focus, chaos focus, and elemental focus. And we have targets to practice on, and including a kind of a nice little shooting range type thing here. There's our target. They're like these chained up monster critters. Unfortunately, at least at the start, none of the abilities that you can get here actually have the ability to affect anything at 30-yard range. So that's a little bit annoying. So we're going to go with the hammer. We'll accept that quest. And that lets us pick up the hammer. Having trouble picking up the hammer here. I've already picked up the hammer. Okay. And now I get 2 abilities that I've unlocked from the hammer. So let's see what they do. This one builds a resource and is a single target, 55 damage physical attack. This one is a, looks like a cone attack, and consumes all hammer resources.
Ability points are used to purchase
and here we get a massive
fights.
info dump.
The ability wheel can be opened by pushing N. Abilities come in 2 varieties, active and passive. Actives are the abilities on the hotbar, which are activated during combat. Passives, once equipped, are not activated. Instead, they provide the player with a variety of effects, from modifying actives to cause additional damage, to providing the player with immunities and buffs. Each segment of the ability wheel contains 7 abilities. These abilities have an escalating cost from top to bottom. The cost of an ability is visible beneath the ability icon. The character's available ability points are displayed in the center of the wheel. Abilities must be purchased in order. Purchasing one ability will unlock the next ability in that cell for purchase. The ability at the end of any segment is known as an elite ability. Characters may only have 1 elite passive and 1 elite active equipped at any time. Once purchased, abilities can be equipped to the bottom left bar for actives or the bottom right bar for passives. Regardless of how many abilities a player owns, they are always restricted to 7 active and 7 passive at a time.
Okay, so now that we're done with that, it's kind of a lengthy info dump, I think. So let's do what it recommends and hit the N key and see what we can do here. We have, it looks like this tier of hammers is locked for the purposes of the beta. And this is the one that we have, and the next one in the chain costs 3 action points. This one appears to be locked, although it might not be once we turn this in. So let's go turn the mission in. I don't think we have to talk to this guy, actually. You can try out all 6 or 9 weapons if you like, but I'm going to choose to not bother with that because I'd like to get as far as I can in the game within the time I have available here. And here's all the other starting characters who are just zoning out.
Who goes there?
I'll talk to this guy again.
The time has come to discuss your upcoming excursion to the colonies. I'm afraid it's business, not pleasure. Recently, a small island community on the New England coast dropped off the map. You can disregard the tiresome government cover-ups. There are dark forces at play. Solomon Island is a rock with infamy. In the past, it was trafficked by the Illuminati before they joined the rush to New York. You should be aware that we have history with the Illuminati. Acrimonious history.
Now this kind of stuff represents the kind of narrative core of the secret world, where you're digging as your character into these various mysteries. Now how many mysteries there are, and whether these all tie together, or if there's a bunch of little parallel supernatural things going on, I don't know. And I'm thinking we won't really know that until the beta opens up considerably more from where it is now, or until the game launches and people start to progress through this stuff.
Should there be survivors, you cannot announce that you've been chosen to deliver anyone from evil. Joan of Arc did, and look where that got her. Our goal is the salvation of all mankind, not on a case-by-case basis. I understand that may stick in your throat, but, well, halos are fading all over town now that there is so much more at stake. Leave as soon as you can. The station master at Ardwulf Underground will explain your travel arrangements. I'll be in touch. Ask questions first, shoot later.
So now we're going to Ardwulf Station, for which I have a quest marker. There's a sprint mode where you do run a little bit faster, but unfortunately I don't want to get stuck in sprint mode and not be able to fight. So what are these? That's my health. The green bar is my health. I don't know what this is. It's pretty good looking. Animations are non-awesome in my opinion, but the overall look of the game is pretty decent. So I am seeing pretty much all this for the first time. Now I'm at Ardwulf Station, and now I must enter Agartha. This is about as far as I got last time. You can just kind of move here, I guess. Ah, okay, here. So Agartha is sort of the world tree that is the central hub for moving yourself to all of the various instances and such within the game. And the first one we will go to, based on the narrative in the game, is Kingsport, Kingsmouth, something like that in New England, which is kind of a good choice for the first one, the Hollow Earth. Kind of a good choice for the first one because it's you know, a traditional Lovecraft territory.
100 years overdue at 1:15. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveler. Well, you've come to the right place.
I don't want to listen to him. That's kind of a bad sign, by the way. But I think there's just a little too much exposition here in this early game. I don't know if you can fall off the world tree here. You can see that there's like a whole bunch of gates down here. This is, I think this is a gate. This huge mob of people are probably, I think some people just fell off the edge, actually. Probably going to the same place I'm going. There are no levels in the secret world. You just kind of advance your character by skill points. It's a little similar in that respect to, say, Star Wars Galaxies or EVE Online. A little more similar to Star Wars Galaxies, I suppose, because you actually get the points from playing rather than just sitting on your character idle while you're offline. So the Kingsmouth town portal is right here. And now we can travel to Kingsmouth. Another piece of fairly cool concept art. And I've completed that mission. Okay, so I think that's the portal back to Agartha. Looks like we don't have a current mission. Do either of these people have missions? Is this supposed to be a campfire? Or a weird magical glowing place? Yeah, those are PCs. Here's our mission.
You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys.
Of course, you're wondering what the last of the cowboys is doing in New England.
Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road, but just watch you don't get saddled around.
Alright, cowboy. So now we have another mission. And you can see this is tier 1 of 18, which is an awful lot. We have to go to the sheriff's office, which is this way. And it looks like there may be some trouble on the way here. I guess I can't click on those. I don't know if this is the loot indicator or what. It looks kind of like it. Oh, zombies. I think I just knocked down that other PC. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Fresh zombie jumping on my stuff here. We got some more zombies over here. Now see, I'm hitting tab here, and tab targeting is just not working. That's kind of an annoyance. Okay, so that appears to be loot. And these Pax Romana, awfully weird name for a currency. Policeman's corpse. As you can see, and looks like we don't have a quest indicator for Andy. So tell me what that is. Grab the ammo. I have to grab the ammo. We got zombies getting up here. I figured the inclusion of zombies in the game shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. I have discovered Kingsmith. There are achievements in the game. So I have an achievement for exploring Kingsmith as well. Guys on the building are doing me the favor of taking these zombies out. We've located the sheriff's office, and we need to find a deputy. I'm going to kill this thing first. So we need to find Deputy Andy, and it doesn't look like there are names overhead, and nor is there a quest indicator for that dude. I guess he might be in here, because that's where the circle shows. Ready to fight. Now I'm now able to join PvP battlefields. Vendor. I don't know if I can let that guy out or if I want to. Probably would be a bad idea.
Heck if I know where
There's the sheriff. She's also too talky. So we're back to this because we just completed a quest. What are these?
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
And a gas can. Now, what do we have options here? We can talk to her for supply run, which we'll probably do later.
Guess you could say I got lucky. Around the time this mess kicked off, I was up at the old lighthouse checking in on Sam Krieg, Maine's best-selling export. Oh sure, we do that fancy book learning around these parts too. Never much cared for horror stories or the man himself. Waving a rifle around in a dressing gown, juiced up, heck of a disturbance of the peace.
Alright.
Well, turns out that was the last of the peace.
We'll just let her keep talking. So we need to locate Kingsmouth survivors. I think we saw that there's some out here. Here's one. That's a PC.
Namaste.
Here's another quest. I'm trying to find here is this big quest. I'd like to progress that, but so here's a survivor. What are my options here? I think these show various conditions that might be on the enemy. Well, evidently these aren't the survivors that we need to talk to, so let's take a look at the map. This is Henry Hawthorne, Lovecraft Lane. Back up a little bit. And there's the old lighthouse that the crazy sheriff was talking about. So, decent-sized little thing, and it's definitely Lovecraft-inspired. Can we recenter on ourselves? It doesn't look like we can. That's the road we came up along. Okay, so it looks like we're going to need to pick up one of those additional quests. Movement's not super fluid.
Well, hey!
Okay, so we'll complete supply run here, I guess.
Ain't this a heck of a thing?
Alright, so we have to find a local phone book.
Don't make me
And we do that by finding a local payphone. And that's actually kind of neat. It's like a page from the phone book. And these are probably the 4 locations that we have to visit. So we do have a objective locator here. So let's just follow that and see what happens. Okay, so we more or less know where we're going here now. The town's got a good look to it, got a good kind of New England look to it, although there's probably not enough fog, even though fog is supposed to be a thing here. What's that? That looks weird. I guess the warning is don't go out there. So we've discovered Susie's Diner, and we can, first of all, kill this zombie. This other person helping us out here. So we'll pick up some of this food. Having trouble clicking on these for some reason. And now we get to go to Call of the Wild. There's another one of those weird critters. There's some zombies. There's an achievement for having killed 10 zombies. I don't know if the achievement gives me XP or what. Here we have an ammo box, which we have to collect 3 of. Here's another one out in the street. So other than the fact that the cut screens are pretty heavy, it looks like we're looking at pretty conventional quests here, which is not a surprise, especially. Nobody really thought that the Secret World was going to break much new ground in terms of progression content. I certainly didn't have that impression. Those who are inclined toward the sandbox type of game probably need to be looking at something else. And it's a weird mechanoid thing, and it looks like that's about to activate some ability on me. I don't want to get hit by that. Jury-rigged protector. And we got an action point. Or an anima point, I should say. Find Flag's Pharmacy. That would be right here. Oh, and we need to click on the doorknob. So we need to find a phone book. Here's a payphone. Looks like we're going to Kingsmouth Town Hall, or a fire station, which is down the road this way. So at this point, though, once you hit Kingsmouth, you're pretty much out in the world. Prior to that, you're really not. Jump animation is pretty weak, if you ask me. And I think what we had happen there is some kind of hitch. And now we have zombie firefighters. we set it on fire or something? Or am I on... Oh, that's bleeding. And I'm bleeding. Looks like we are stacking these debilitation debuffs on the enemy as we go here. Our health is kind of low. Talisman toolkit and more money. Pax Romana is an awfully odd name for currency, if you ask me. Pax Romana is, of course, Latin for Roman peace. So maybe that's just a bad pun on the part of our friends in Norway that made this game. Okay, so we're looking for more of those first aid kits. Looks like we've got one on the wall here. Oh, and I'm dead. How about that? Okay, so let's see here. That's where I want to go, up here. And I'm currently right here, so I'm quite a ways away. Looks like I'm in sort of spirit mode here, and I have to go find my corpse. Actually, you know something? If the entire town looked like this instead of just the I am dead mode, that would be actually kind of cool. Just looking upward to see if there's a weird swirling spirit vortex, because this is definitely reminiscent of that mechanic in WoW. It looks like you can have multiple objectives. Looks like I'm moving a little faster too. Zombie fighters seem kind of tough. Too bad I don't have that fancy healing ability right now. And I'm just spamming this one ability here. Let's get the first aid kit. And then I guess we park, because there's no way for me to regain health without just waiting, as far as I know. If I don't have any healing abilities, anyway. And I guess these talismans probably do something. Not really sure what. Definitely want this case. Okay, so now I get to go back to the sheriff's office. Yeah, these guys are pretty tough. Got zombies chasing me now. Let's see what happens. If they despawn or de-aggro or what. Looks like they do. So looking at my quests, which I get to from the J button. Tell me what my rewards are here. Just XP. These various conditions. I don't really know what these do. And I don't know what this is at all. I guess this is the storeroom. Send report. Okay, so I can just turn this in. I don't have to fool around with turning it into a quest giver. That's kind of cool. Okay, we have a skill points, so let's take a look at what we can do with the skill points. I guess I get a new power from doing that. Okay, so now we'll hit N, and I think we will get to equip some of this stuff. Okay, so this is what I spend my anima points on. I think I can buy this too. Yeah, I can buy that. Now I'm pretty sure I don't have the points to buy this one, but nope, I guess not. Okay, well, hey, that gives me some stuff. Major block chance effect increases block chance by 40% for 6 seconds, so that's sort of a defensive buff thing. So now you can now go to this sheriff and listen to her yammer on again. Supply run is on cooldown, so that sounds like that's a repeatable quest.
Well, there wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So I squirreled away where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors.
Ah, police graft. Excellent.
Might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water and tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over, I'll give you the tour as far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it, seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
Okay, so we get to check out the phone book again. It looks like we're going back to this phone book a number of times. And at this point, folks, we are at about an hour into the Secret World video, so I'm going to call it here. I hope you have enjoyed this slow, lumbering, and doddering look at the Secret World. It is in a beta weekend at the moment. By the time this video makes it up to YouTube, that weekend event will probably be over, but there will probably be more before the game launches as well. I hope that you have enjoyed the video. In the notes below, you will find a link to the Ardwulf Lair website at ardwulfslair.wordpress.com, and you will also find links to the Google+, Facebook, and Twitter pages. I encourage you to avail yourselves of that social networking opportunity. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.